Keep going. Good afternoon. Today we are here to talk about how to deliver on $1 billion promise.
General Motors, large automobile manufacturer, Fortune 50 organization, 200,000 plus employees worldwide. Been in business a long time, as with a lot of companies, been going through struggles, having some bumps in the road. Along comes Mary Barra. Mary's been with the organization for 25 years. She's a lifer. She worked her way up the ranks to the point where in 2014, she was tapped as the new CEO for the company. So it's exciting on a number of fronts. One, first ever female to lead CEO at GM in what's typically a male-dominated industry. Of course, everything was not all puppy dogs and ice cream. 2014 was challenging for a lot of organizations. GM was having some struggles from an economic perspective.
Some of the specific struggles they were having, their stock price, their market share, and their profits were declining, and they were also very stagnant as an organization.
As you can imagine, Mary's feeling pretty beat up by the market with all this. She's the first female CEO. People were wondering if she could handle it. So, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal at a major conference, she made a bold statement. She said, "We're going to take $1 billion out of our supply chain."
So the next question is then, how did this happen? So Mary went out and started onto a whole process where she said, we're going to digitally transform the organization, we're going to gain visibility into areas, and we're going to cut costs. But we're not going to do it at the expense of our employees. We're going to do it in such a fashion that we can gain visibility and identify where cost needs to be taken out. At the same time, we're going to retrain people to focus on the parts of the business that really add value, as opposed to just the old school headcount cuts. So immediately, several things that happened. They gained visibility to all of their parts globally. So now, instead of being blind to where things were coming from and when they were coming and how much was coming, they knew exactly. So they could actually deliver the right amount of parts and they could shrink the amount of inventory that they had to hold. When they started doing this, obviously cash flow improved, profitability went up. And they were actually able to take the stock price from $14 to $36 over the last few years. So they've driven it up and they've become more profitable. But they didn't just do this by throwing technology at it. They also realized that the other side of the equation was also changing the organization, retraining people, and reorganizing. And when they did all that and they transformed this, not only was Mary able to deliver on her $1 billion promise, but she delivered a $2 billion cost cut. And that's what drove that whole process. That, you have to realize, is how you deliver on a $1 billion promise, is you exceed it by taking both sides of the equation, investing in your people and figuring out where your products are.
Sold.